Good evening. My name is T. Jiahui. Can you tell me your full name, please?
My name is SEM Ye Fei.
And what shall I call you?
You can call me Ye Fei.
Can you tell me where you're from?
I'm from Lunas, Kedah.
So now, in this first part, I'd like to ask you some information about yourself. Let's talk about your hometown. What is your hometown like?
Lunas is just a small area in Kedah. That area is lived by very friendly people, and the famous food there is duck rice. People usually comes Lunas for duck rice, and that area is because Kedah is famous for the paddy field production. So my hometown we can easily see the paddy fields, green one and brown color one, around the area.
Okay. Has your hometown changed much since you were a child?
Not really, because there is not much development happening there. As there are still some development like the shopping mall. There are more and more shopping malls being built, but still it's quite limited in numbers, and the shops over there are quite similar but to what I have seen when I'm small. So the development is not much, and people there has not much changes also.
Okay. Do you think your hometown is a good place to bring up children?
Yes, definitely. Because since I said just now, there's not much development there, so the air quality for me, I think, is still in very high quality, and there are still many field areas and playground for children to play. So I think it's very suitable for family activities to be carried out there, and parents can bring their children for walks during evening or morning. Yeah, it's quite a good place to have leisure times together.
Okay. Now let's talk about pets. Do you have a pet?
Yes, it's a dog named Poppy.
What animals are kept as pets in your country?
The animals that usually kept as pet is cats and dogs. For Malays, they usually keeps cats only, not dogs. But still, there are many people around that likes to keep exotic animals like hedgehog, swift gliders, and tortoise, and some people even keeps monkey as their pets, but very rare we can see that.
Why do people keep pets?
I think it's because people needs companions, because we don't always keep in touch with people around, so we still have time that we need to stay alone at house. So I think during when we are at home, so we can at least have someone to play with us, to have times to share our time. So I think animals is quite a good companions.
Let's talk about reading. Do you often read?
Yes, I like to read novels a lot.
So what is your favorite kind of book to read?
I like to read love story, as it creates the love and harmony environment atmosphere. So so that I won't feel so lonely when I'm reading.
Do you think it is important to encourage children to read?
Yes, I think children should read a lot, as reading can widen their eyesight so they can gain more knowledge so that they won't be looked down by others when they are talking, and they won't yeah, so but still they need guidance from parents, as um, there are a lot of the negative things that can get from reading, so they need someone to guide them in terms of reading.
Okay, now I'm going to give you a topic and I'd like you to talk about it for 1 to 2 minutes. Before you talk, you have 1 minute to think about what you are going to say. You can make some notes if you wish. Do you understand?
Yes.
Here's some paper and pencil for making notes, and here's your topic. Please do not write anything on the candidate task card. Your 1 minute starts now. Alright, remember, you have 1 to 2 minutes for this. So don't worry if I stop you. I will tell you when the time is up. Can you start speaking now, please?
Yeah. So the gift that I bought that that can bring present to someone is for the book. So I bought this book when I'm 10 years old. During a Mother's Day. So I bought this for my mother. It is rectangular in shapes, and it can keeps a lot of photos in there. So I bought this and I decorate on it using crayons, because I'm still very small and I don't actually have a good skill in drawing, but still I like to draw, so I just draw using crayon, and the artwork doesn't really look nice, but my mom loves it a lot. But it is very dirty nowadays because it's crayon. So I still remember at the time when I demand my fathers to bring me to the shop, that the souvenir shop that nears our house. So he brings me there, and I don't really know what to buy that time. I just walk around and I saw this book, and I know that photo book can keeps a lot of memories, as I always saw the photo books at our house that keeps a lot of my photos. So I thought of like buying a photo book from to keep my mother's photo also. So I just bought this, and I go to the photo shops and print out all the photos that I took 2 months ago. So I just put all the photos inside, and because of this I use up all my savings for nearly a year, and still not enough. So I take some money from my siblings so that I can buy this book.
Alright, we have been talking about a time when you gave someone a present, and now I'd like to discuss 1 or 2 general questions related to this. Let's consider first of all about presents for children. What kind of presents do children ask for today?
I think children nowadays like to ask for phones because because they can always see adults playing phones, playing games on phones and looking and watching videos that might looks very attractive to them. So they might want to have one their one phone for themselves so they can always see people around them, their friends having a new phone. They might feel very envy and want to have one for themselves.
Okay. What effect has advertising had on this?
I think advertisement shares a lot of new models on the televisions, on the internet. This makes children always up to date, what's the newest models, and this might be a things that they can use to show off during in their class. So if they have a new phone, they can just show off to their friends. Oh, this is the newest model that just showed on the TV yesterday. So this is not a good thing, I think.
Should advertising directed at children be banned?
No, I think advertisement can still going on, but then parents should play their role. Parents should teach them how they should spend their money and why they shouldn't have a phone when they are still young. Yeah, so parents should guide them lah, not the advertisements should be banned.
Okay, let's move on to the topic of consumerism. Is it better to shop in big supermarkets or in small local shops?
It depends actually, but if I want to buy a lot of things that can only obtain from many shops, then I'll go to supermarket. Because I can straight away buy many items at the shopping center, so that I don't need to go to different places. So it is more convenient and easier for me. But then if I only need some simple things that can obtain from one shop, I'll go for the shop. Yeah, if it is nearer than the supermarkets.
What are the dangers of credit cards?
Credit cards, it's danger for only when people does not know their limit and do not know how to control themselves in buying. Because we do not know how much we have spent if we using the credit cards, because there's no limit inside. So for the people that likes to shopping without looking at how much how much money they have, they will just buy and they will only know that they have spent too much when they receive the letter. So it's danger for that kind of people. For the people that know how to control themselves, it's okay for them to use the credit card.
How can children be encouraged to develop a responsible attitude towards money and spending?
I think parents and education play a very important roles. Parents should teach them in term of how to save their money. They can buy a piggy bank for them to save their money, develop their saving habits since they are small, and also they can bring them to work together if they to let them know how hard is money come. So also can let them do some part-time work to let them earn the money themselves. So education also need to teach them how hard is the money come, and how to save the money.
Okay, thank you very much. That is the end of the speaking test simulation.